Hi, Dario.
Hello, hello.
Happy Friday.
Yay. Happy Friday to you.
Thank you. Ah,
Hi.
Hi, Mel.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Here.
Good. I'm pumped that you're here. And you messaged me right on time.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. It always works out. It always does. Maybe I should get ready for this by taking my hat off, my shirt off. How much time do we have? We have a couple of minutes. Couple of things. Dario,
Yeah.
were you working yesterday at the Lincoln?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. We were
Why?
out in the tower at the Review, like over by Piemonte's.
Yeah.
And I was telling my friend that you worked at the Lincoln, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if he's over there right now. But
No,
we didn't.
I wasn't working. I actually got invited by 2 people to go last night, and I had went out, Tuesday night and Wednesday night, and I was just tired, too tired to party. But if you would have went, David was there.
Does David work there?
No, but he was
Oh.
he was there with friends having drinks.
Hanging out. Okay.
Yeah.
Next time I'll just pop in. Hi, Carrie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I might not be as limber today because I did leg day this week twice.
Ooh.
Not fun.
Lucky.
Can't sit.
It'll make you appreciate when you are able to sit again.
Yes, I'm trying that day.
You're like, when is that day? Is it that day
waiting,
yet?
Waiting for it.
That's funny. Are you saying then you would like some like leg stretches, perhaps?
Yeah, I feel like we always do those. But
We always
whatever.
do.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Okay.
I might be a little like 5 seconds behind.
Sometimes it's like that. Maybe I will be too. All right. We've got a cutie little group today. No special announcements. I still have not figured out what I'm doing for November quaranLEAN. It looks like I'm going to do classes on Wednesdays and Fridays and take Mondays off just because I will be traveling, not this weekend, but the weekend after, like flying at the time quaranLEAN is supposed to be happening. So yeah, I think I'll just do that. Executive decision. You heard it here first. We're only going to have quaranLEAN on Wednesdays and Fridays for the month of November. I'll keep you posted with more detail.
I go to Blue Moon and see you anyways.
Oh, yeah. That's right. All right. I'm going to mute y'all now. Let's get started in child's pose.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to do a little bit of everything today. I always want to open up the backs of my legs. I had leg day yesterday and I'm definitely feeling it. And I also just got home from skating. So my legs are on a different level of tired. So I'm going to take you along on this hamstring opening journey with me. And as you settle onto your mat, close your eyes and start to just take inventory of what your body is feeling like right now. So if you are taking your lunch break right now from spending some time on your computer, take a moment to detach yourself from what your computer screen looks like, what your desk looks like, and imagine yourself in a space where you hope to heal. Imagine yourself in a space where you know that you're going to feel stronger when it's over, and invite yourself to get comfortable in this space where you know that you're going to be way more in touch with your breath. And now that you're there, go ahead and let out a deep exhale. Take a deep breath in, and then feel your lungs expand and your chest rise. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1, and then open up your mouth side out. Take your knees just a little bit farther apart. From here, start to rock your forehead from side to side and dip one shoulder down at a time so that you can feel the sides of your body start to warm up. Maybe walk your fingertips towards the top of your mat a little bit more so that your chest can drop. And then since all of you have your foreheads on the ground, start to bring your chin forward so that your throat can open. Bring your eyes, so your gaze all the way to the top of your mat. And imagine your neck will one day press into the ground. Stay here for one deep breath. As you exhale, squeeze your glutes so that your knees splay just a little bit farther apart. And then release. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Keep your chest lifted and your knees apart. So you're gonna stay here with your child's pose legs so that your hips can open up more. Start to walk your hands towards your hips and then sit up tall. Hi, Dawn. Extend through the crown of your head, allow your hips to drop, and then bring your right ear to your right shoulder to open up the left side of your neck. Lean back a little bit more, Dario, if you can. Yep, there you go. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your chin into your chest. And then bring your left ear to your left shoulder to open up the right side of your neck. So we're getting into our hips and also starting to warm up the sides of our body. Drop your right shoulder away from your right ear. And then release by bringing your right ear back to your right shoulder. Gonna do one more round of these neck stretches. Try to look up towards the ceiling with just your eyes as your right ear dips down to your right shoulder. And then release. Drop your left ear all the way to your left shoulder. The right side of your neck is gonna open. Drop your right shoulder away from your ear, one cycle of breath. And then release. Bring your chin down to your chest. Now walk your hands under your shoulders to go into your tabletop. And then once you're here, keep your hips over your knees. Start to sway your hips from side to side. And notice what it feels like on your hips as you dig your knees into the ground. Notice what the back of your neck feels like as you bring your chin into your chest. Sway your head from side to side a little bit more, kind of like that warm up that we just did with your knees far apart. Stop in the center. And now we'll do a couple of rounds of cat-cow. Start with your cow pose. So drop your belly and then look up towards the ceiling, lift up your tailbone, drop your head back. And then as you exhale, go into your cat pose, round your back, feel your shoulder blades peel apart, suck your stomach in. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly. Open up your chest, look up, lift your tailbone, dig your knees into the ground. And then in your exhale, round your back, suck your stomach in, tuck your tailbone just a little bit more. From here, bring your hips back to your heels. Keep your arms straight. Allow your upper back to open. And as you inhale, go into your cow. So shift forward, then drop your belly. Look up, lift your tailbone. You've got it. Drop your head back a little bit more, booty up, higher carry. Exhale, go into your cat pose, round your back, and then keep the rounding. Bring your hips back to your heels. One more time with a stretch for your upper back. Inhale, shift forward, drop your belly for cow. As you look up towards the ceiling, feel your throat open up, lift your tailbone higher. Imagine your sits bones splaying farther apart, and then release to go into your tabletop. Keep your spine neutral, activate your core by sucking your stomach up and in, and then just straighten out your right leg. Dig your right toes into the mat. Drive your right heel to the ground so that your right calf opens, your right hamstrings lengthen. And as you press your fingertips into the ground, round your upper back, hold it here. And then release, bend your right knee, go to the left side. So same thing, your toes are gonna dig into the ground. And as you strengthen the muscles in the front of your leg, the muscles in the back of your leg are gonna open up. You've got one more super slow round of breath. Allow your exhale to take the stretch deeper, drive your heel back even more. And then release. Bend your left knee and then tuck your toes under. As you exhale, lift your hips up to go into your downward dog. So your hips will lift, your heels will ground down, bend one knee at a time so that you can open up the sides of your body and your hamstrings. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. Drop your head down, frame your ears with your biceps. Spread your fingertips super wide, good. And then from here, walk your hands to the back of your mat. Stay in your wide leg forward fold, grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side, drop your head down so that the back of your neck can open. And imagine the crown of your head will touch the top of your feet. Roll the weight to your toes. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, drag your elbows down just a little bit more. Open up your shoulders. And then release by dropping your fingertips down. Bend your knees, roll up one vertebra at a time, coming up to standing. And then once you're there, sweep your arms up and overhead. Squeeze your palms together, interlock all 10 fingers. And then as you exhale, bring your arms to the right, your hips to the left. Look up towards the ceiling. Inhale, come up to the center. Exhale, bring your arms to the left, your hips to the right. Open up the right side of your body. And then release. Reach your arms back up and then swan dive, hinge at your hips. Once your hands touch the ground, walk your hands forward to go into your plank. Straighten out your legs. Then shift your shoulders forward, bend your elbows back to chaturanga. Open up your chest, squeeze your triceps, relax your shoulders, and then go into your downward dog. Lift your hips, ground your heels, open up your hamstrings and your chest. Look forward, and then start to walk your hands to the back of your mat. Bend your knees, and then roll up one vertebra at a time. This is going to be our sun salutation. So we're adding the side bends again. Reach your arms up, interlock all 10 fingers, arms to the right, hips to the left. Push them out even more to open up the left side of your body. Inhale, come up to the center. Exhale, bring your arms to the left, your hips to the right. Look up. And then release. Take your arms up, then exhale, swan dive. Hinge at your hips. Once your hands touch the ground, walk them forward to go into your plank. And then chaturanga. Shift forward, bend your elbows back. You always want to bend your elbows to 90-degree angles. Relax your shoulders. There you go, Mel. Downward dog. Bring your hips up with your core. Ground your heels with your exhale. Bring your hands to the back of your mat. We've got 2 more of these. Once you go to the back of your mat, bend your knees, roll up. Sweep your arms up and overhead. Press your palms together. Arms go to the right, hips go to the left. Inhale, go to the center. Exhale, bring your arms to the left, your hips all the way to the right. And then release, come back up. Swan dive. Lead with your heart. Once your hands touch the ground, walk forward. Shift your shoulders past your wrists, bend your elbows back. Squeeze your triceps as your arms straighten. Downward dog. Last one, everyone. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Roll up, coming up to standing with your shoulders over your hips. Ground your heels into the ground. Reach your arms up. Engage your quads. Reach your fingertips high. Take your arms to the right, hips to the left. Find your deepest stretch. Keep pushing. Beautiful, Dawn. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Stand up straight. Exhale, take your arms to the left, your hips all the way to the right. Right side of your body is opening. Release. Reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Come all the way down. Walk your hands forward. Go into the plank. Maybe add an extra push-up or 2 or 20. If you're Dario. Oh, yes, Dawn. Good. Relax the tops of your shoulders. Go into your downward dog. Bring your hips up. Ground your heels. And then from here, take a brief child's pose. Your knees apart. Your big toes will touch. Allow your spine to lengthen. So you go into your sun sals as a way to just take inventory of where your breath is and to see how your body feels. But it's also a warm up. We're warming up our spine. And because we went from side to side, we went in all 4 directions in the warm up. So now we're ready to do some fun twists. I hope you're ready. Go into your tabletop. Once you go into that shape, tuck your toes under, go into your tabletop plank. So your knees are going to hover an inch off of the ground. Your spine is long. That includes your neck. So make sure your neck is in line with your spine. Your core is super tight and activated. You want to round your upper back. And all that talking just distracted you. You just held that for 15 seconds. We're almost done. In 10, you're going to straighten out your legs to go into plank. You're down to your last 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten out your legs. Then as you exhale, bring your hips up, downward dog. Lift up your right leg. And then bend your right knee, point your toes down, draw circles with your right knee. 3 in one direction, 3 in the opposite. And when you're done with your 3, straighten out your right leg. Keep your right foot flexed. So allow your heel to lift and your left thigh and your chest to connect. Try to ground your left heel closer to the mat. And then release by bringing your right knee to your right elbow. Hold it. Inhale, straighten out your leg, lift your heel, and then bring your right knee to your left elbow. Hold it. Good. Inhale, straighten out your leg, bring your heel up, squeeze your right butt cheek, and then step it through. Meet me in your warrior 1. Ground your left foot at a 45-degree angle, bend your right knee, and then step your left foot forward, maybe 3 inches, so that you can plant your left foot into the floor all the way. So drop your heel. Good. Bring your left hip forward, everyone. Nice, Dario. Bend your knee even more. Reach your fingertips up. And then as you drop your head back, feel your throat stretch. Release by bringing your arms back behind you. You're still looking up towards the ceiling or the sky. Squeeze your palms together. And then allow your chest to open up to the top of your mat. Bend your right knee more. Look up a little bit higher. Ground both of your heels into the mat. Release by hinging at your hips. So going into your humble warrior. Your right shoulder, your right knee are going to connect. Drive your knuckles up toward the ceiling. And then as you hinge at your hips, engage your left quad so that your hamstrings open up more. Drive your knuckles up. Take a deep breath in. And then release by dropping your hands down to the floor. Step your left foot back and meet me in your low lunge with a twist. So extend your right hand up. Peel your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Bring your right knee into your midline. Drive your left heel back. Create a deep twist with your spine by bringing your fingertips back even more, so toward the left side of your mat. Look up a little bit higher. Feel your spine lengthen. From here, roll the weight to the outside edge of your left foot and meet me in your side plank. So you're going to cross your right ankle over your left. Keep your shoulders and your hips squared over each other. You've got it, Mel. Extend your fingertips up a little bit higher. Engage your quads from here, from your right ear with your right bicep. So you want a long line of energy from your right fingertips all the way to your heels. Lift your hips. Feel the left side of your body strengthen. Release. Bring your hands down. You're back in your plank. Keep your upper back rounded. Drive your heels back. From here, 3 slow mountain climbers. So exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Straighten out your leg. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Straighten out your leg. 3 on each side. Go slowly so that you can bring your knee as close to your elbows as you can to create the most strength and the most heat. When you're done with your 3, chaturanga, shift forward. Bend your elbows back. Open up your chest. Excellent work. Downward dog. Bring your hips up. Bring your heels down. Open up the front of your body. On your next inhale, lift up your left leg. Point your toes up. Actually, flex your toes down. Open up your hamstrings. That's what we're doing. Ground your right heel. Then bend your left knee. Draw those circles. A total of 6 or 3 in each direction. As you do this, try to keep your shoulders square to the mat. And when you're done with your 3 or your 6, lift your heel up higher, bring your chest closer to your right thigh. Core planks. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. Tap it, hold it, and then release on your inhale. Lift your heel higher, then bring your left knee to your right elbow and then hold it. Release. Lift your heel up more and more. Then step it through to go into your warrior 1. Ground your right heel at a 45-degree angle. So start with your setup. There you go. Very good, Carrie. Bring your right hip forward a little bit more if you can. So step your foot forward an inch. Carrie, right foot forward, right foot, the other right. Yes. That way you can bring your hips parallel to the top of your mat. Everyone look up, reach your fingertips higher, then bend your left knee more. From here, take your arms back behind you. You want to deepen the bend in your left knee so that your right hip flexor opens. Once you get the grip with your hands, drive your knuckles down, lift your chin, then hinge at your hips, humble warrior. As you go into this forward fold, keep your eyes down at the ground. Your left shoulder and your left knee are inching closer to each other. Mine aren't even touching, but I'm going in that direction. I'm squeezing my shoulders together and feeling my chest open up. Drop your head down, everyone. Keep both of your heels grounded. Release by dropping your hands down to the ground. Step your right foot back and then go into your low lunge with a twist. So you're still on your right toes. Roll onto your right toes, Dario. Yep. Straighten out your right leg, drive your heel back. And then as you extend your left fingertips up, then you can go into that twist. So as you bring your left hand away from your midline, you're bringing your left knee into your chest. Feel that deep twist so that your chest opens up to the ceiling. Keep your left foot planted into the mat. Eyes are up. Drop your head back. From here, return to the center. Roll the weight to the outside edge of your right foot. And then go into your side plank. Kick your left foot all the way out to straight. Keep your hips squared. Your shoulders in one line. Your right hand is planted. Your wrist is underneath both of your shoulders. Extend your hands up. Squeeze your glutes, engage your quads. Look up towards the ceiling. And then release. Go back into your plank. 3 slow climbers. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, straighten. 2 more on each side. Make them slow and make the focus on the connection between your knees and your elbows. I'm down to my last one. When you get there, go to your chaturanga, shift forward, bend your elbows back, open up your chest, and then release by going into your downward dog. Bring your hips up, ground your heels, look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top. Come up into your halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, hinge at your hips. Slowly roll up 1 vertebra at a time. And now that you are up at your standing position, there you go, Mel, take your arms up, she's ready. Interlock all 10 fingers, you want your palms to face up. And as they come up, start to walk your feet all the way together. Your heels, your big toes are gonna connect. Take your arms up and overhead carry. And then you want your palms to face the sky, good. Frame your ears with your biceps, engage your quads, engage your biceps. And then as you exhale, take your hips to the left, your arms to the right. We're gonna hold this for a few moments. So continue to push your hips over to the left side of your mat so that the space along your rib cage can open. Straighten out your arms, look up, open up your chest. Try to lean your upper body back. Release, come back up to the center. Take a deep breath in. Palms up higher, straighten out your arms and your spine. Exhale, take your hips to the right, your arms over to the left. So the same love for the right side of your body. Use the strength of your left arm to pull your right up and over, squeeze your thighs in, ground your feet, and then release, come all the way back up. As you exhale, swan dive, come down. As you hinge at your hips, plant your hands down onto the mat, toe heel your feet so that they come all the way out. Toes are hovering over the edge of your mat. Exhale, come down low into your wide leg squat. This is the first one. So take some time. If your hips are tight right now, no worries. We're gonna do a couple more rounds of Malasana. What you wanna focus on here is you've got to carry pressing your elbows into your knees. Yeah, so imagine your chest can go forward even more. Don, you look great. Mel, you look good too. Try to sit up a little bit taller so that your spine gets longer and feel your hips sink closer to the ground. Beautiful, Dario. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open up your chest. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop your hands down, straighten out your legs, toes face forward. Place your hands under your shoulders, then step your feet back to go into your downward dog. As you bring your heels down, bring your chest closer to your thighs. Inhale, lift up your right leg, point your toes. This time your hips stay squared. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow, hold it, then swipe it to the left, swipe it back to the right, and then step it through. Warrior 1, sweep your arms up. All right, so in your warrior 1, go for a deeper bend in your right knee. Everyone interlock all 10 fingers behind your back. Squeeze your palms together, drive your knuckles all the way to your left heel, open up your chest. From here, we're gonna go into warrior 3. So feel the weight shift to your right foot, lift your left leg, and then hinge at your hips. Keep your spine long, your left toes pointed. Your eyes are down at the ground, maybe at your right big toe, dig it into the mat. Squeeze your palms together, open up your chest. Stay for one more round of breath. Release into your half moon. Drop your right hand down, extend your left hand up. Flex your left toes to the left side of your mat and keep your hip in line with your heel, your toes flexing back to your face. Good, Dario, straighten out your left leg. Lift your heel a little higher, Dawn. Beautiful focus, especially on the grass. Release, bring your left hand down. Step your left foot all the way back, go into your low lunge with a twist. As you extend your right fingertips up, drive your left heel back, engage your quads. Turn and twist your spine, open up your chest, bring your right knee closer into your midline. Release to come back to the center. Roll the weight to the outside edge of your left foot. Go into your side plank, kick your right leg out to straight, extend your right hand up. You can stay here. If you want more, reach your right arm up and over and do side crunches. So bring your right elbow to your right knee. Inhale, straighten out your leg. If you're going for these extra credit crunches, we're gonna do 5. So exhale as your right elbow and your right knee connect. Inhale as you straighten. I'm down to my last 2. If you're in your side plank, stay there, we're almost done. When you finish, go back into your plank. Good work, guys. And now that you're in your plank, chaturanga, we're gonna ditch the slow mountain climbers this round. Bring your hips down, open up your chest, and meet me in your downward dog. You're welcome. Bring your hips up. Try to ground your heels, bring your chest closer to your thighs. Excellent work. Look forward, then lift up your left leg, keep your toes pointed. So by looking forward, you're stretching your throat. As you exhale, drive your right heel down. On your exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow, hold it, then swipe it to the right, take it back to the left, and then step it through. Warrior 1, ground your right heel, bend your left knee a lot. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Beautiful, Dawn. Ground your right heel. So step it forward a little bit more, carry. Dario, you too, bring your right foot forward. Just a little bit, right foot, yep. Bring your hands behind your back. Drive your knuckles down. And then again, as you squeeze your shoulders, your chest will open. Lift your chin, lift your chest. From here, we're gonna go into warrior 3, balancing onto your left leg with the bind. So keeping your fingers interlocked, ground your left big toe into the floor. And then as you drive your knuckles to your right heel, try to bring your thumbs away from your tailbone. Your eyes are down at the ground, shoulders and hips are square to the mat. Last round of breath. Release into your half moon. Drop your left hand down. Start to lift your right hip up so that you can square your hips over each other. So sorry, right side hip stacks over your left. Keep your right foot flexed. Reach your fingertips higher. Stay here for one more round of breath. And then release. Bring your right hand down. Step your right foot all the way to the back of your mat. Go into your low lunge with a twist. Bring your left knee into your midline. Drive your right heel back. Start to peel your left hand all the way back so that your chest opens up. Release by coming back to the center, then roll the weight to the outside edge of your right foot. Kick out into your side plank. And then again, you can stay here if you want that extra credit. Sweep your left bicep over your left ear and then go into those side crunches. Left elbow to your left knee. Beautiful, guys. Exhale every time your elbow and your knee connect, and then focus more on reaching your fingertips and heels apart so that you can lengthen the left side of your body. A total of 5. And then when you're done, meet me in your plank. Whew. All right, go into your plank and then chaturanga. Thank you for waiting so we could do this all together. Go into your downward dog. And then from here, look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top to take your feet to the outsides of your hands for your second round of malasana. So here, go bring your hips down a little bit lower, dig your elbows into your knees so that you can open up your chest and your hips all at the same time. Nice, Mel. Really good, guys. So now our hips are a lot more open. Squeeze your glutes a little bit more. Feel your knees splay farther apart. One more round of breath. Drop your right hand down. Extend your left hand up. Start to peel your left hand up and back so that you can open up the left side of your body. As you reach your fingertips high, drop your hips down low. Put more pressure on your right thigh with your right tricep. Switch sides, bring your left hand down. Plant it into the mat, extend your right hand up. Press your tricep into your left thigh, reach your right fingertips higher, twist your spine, and then release. Bring your right hand down, straighten out your legs. Ooh, toes face forward. Drop your head down, open up the back side of your body, grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side. We've got one more flow we're gonna add on to what we've been doing. So place your hands down and then step your feet back. Downward dog. This final flow is gonna be fun, a little bit more balancing and a lot more add-ons to what we've already done. Sweep your right leg up, point your toes, go for the extension, bring your chest closer to your left thigh. Then bring your right knee to your right elbow. Hold it. Swipe it to the left, take it back to the right. And then as you bring your right knee to your left elbow, kick your right foot to the left side of your mat, fallen triangle. Extend your left hand up, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, then frame your left ear with your left bicep. Reach your fingertips to the top of your mat. Look up towards the ceiling. And then release, bring your left hand down, bring your right knee to your right elbow, and then step it through. Meet me in your warrior one. Bend your right knee. There you go, Dawn. I'm glad you're doing it. Yep. Perfect. Drive your left heel into the mat, squeeze your left butt cheek, then interlock all 10 fingers behind you. Open up your chest, squeeze your shoulders, lift your chin. Go into your warrior three. So hinge at your hips. Keep the bind with your hands, point your left toes back, square your shoulders and your hips to the ground. Ground your right big toe into the mat. From here, go into your half moon. Keep your right hand underneath your shoulder, peel your left hand up, flex your left toes back. If you want to add on here, you can bend your left knee, grab the top of your foot, you're opening up your quads. Yes, you got it, Carrie. 10 out your fingertips. Good. Kick your heel away from your hip, open up your chest. Awesome, Dario. Gorgeous, Don. And then release. Bring your left hand down, step your left foot back, go into your low lunge with a twist. Extend your right hand up, bring your right knee into your chest, drive your left heel back so your left butt cheek is squeezing. As you bring your right fingertips away from your midline, feel that twist in your spine. And then release. Roll the weight to the outside edge of your left foot, go into your side plank. No extras here. I want your hips to come up even higher though and engage your quads, your glutes, reach your fingertips up. And then from here, go into your plank. Slow climbers, they're making their return. Right knee to your right elbow first. Inhale, straighten out your leg. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, straighten out your leg. 2 more on each side, make them slow. By now, you should have your knee touching or slightly tapping your elbows. When you're done with your 3, meet me in your plank, round your upper back. Then chaturanga, shift forward. Bend your elbows back, open up your chest. Downward dog, bring your hips up. Lift your heels, lift your hips, ground your heels. Left side. Lift up your left leg, point your toes. Bring your left knee to your left elbow, hold it. Swipe it to the right. Take it back to the left. And then swipe it to the right, go into your fallen triangle. Reach your right fingertips up, squeeze your glutes. Lift your hips, extend your fingertips higher. Squeeze the 5 fingertips of your right hand all the way in. Keep your left hand grounded. Release, bring your right hand down. Bring your left knee to your left elbow, and then step it through, warrior one. Keep your right heel planted. Awesome. Reach your arms up. This is our final flow. So work hard here. It'll be chill right after this. Bring your arms behind your backs, clasp your hands, drive your knuckles to your right heel, open up your chest, lift your chin, go into your warrior 3, balance onto your left leg, keep the bind, dig your left big toe into the mat, hinge at your hips, reach your toes to the back of your mat, eyes are down at the ground, squeeze your palms together, try to bring your thumbs farther away from your tailbone. Release into your half moon, drop your left hand down, Sweep your right arm up, flex your right toes first, and then go into the bind if you did it on the other side. Bend your right knee, point your toes, kick your heel away from your hip to open up your chest, your right quads. Squeeze your right butt cheek. One more round of breath. Release, square off your chest and your hips to the ground. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Low lunge with a twist. As you extend your left hand up, bring your hand away from your midline, bring your left knee into your chest. Drive your right heel back more and more. Feel your right shoulder open up. Then bring your hand back in line with your shoulders, roll the weight to the outside edge of your right foot, side plank. Keep your left ankle crossed over your right. Extend your hands up and then bring your hips up so that the right side of your body can strengthen. The left side is opening. One more round of breath. Release to go into your plank. 3 climbers on each side. Make them slow. This is the last time we do it. Exhale every time your knee and elbow connect. Inhale as you straighten out your legs. I'm down to my last one. And looks like you're all ready. When you're in your plank, hold it for 10 more seconds. Engage your quads, squeeze your glutes. Suck your stomach up and in. 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga, shift forward. Bend your elbows back. Open your chest. On your exhale, bring your hips up. Downward dog. From here, if your palms are digging into the ground, feel the weight shift to your fingertips instead so that there's less pressure on your wrists. So slightly tent out your fingertips. And as you bring your chest closer to your thighs, squeeze your shoulder blades together. That way the front of your body opens. All right, drop your head down even more. Start to look forward so that your throat opens. Drive your heels down. And then release by dropping down to your knees. Kick your feet over to one side and then find a comfortable seat just for a couple of seated stretches. You're gonna cross your right leg over your left. I'm gonna face y'all so you can see. So what you want here, let me move my camera. You want both of your knees to be in one line if you can. So try to walk your feet farther apart. And a good way to make this happen is also rolling over so that you can make your knees get into one line. Yeah, you got it, Carrie. Now, as you bring your hips down, you're gonna feel this mostly on your right side hip. Start to bring your heels in one line. So start to walk them towards the top of your mat a little bit more and flex your toes. Keep your hands on both sides of your body and then lengthen your spine, but drop your shoulders. Good. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. Keep your hips planted into the mat. Your hips are rooted. Your spine is long and your chest is inching closer to your right thigh. And as that happens, you're going to feel your right side hip open up more and more. If you're able to keep your hips on the ground and rest your chest all the way down, then you can bring your chin into your chest, maybe walk your fingertips forward. Make sure that your right hip is especially pressing into the mat. If your hands are in front of you, bend your elbows slightly so you can relax your shoulder blades. Feel the back of your neck open and lengthen. And then release. Start to walk your hands back up. Uncross your legs and then bring your right leg out to straight. Keep your left knee bent. Awesome. And then bring your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Your right hand will go back behind you. Sit up tall, so keep your shoulders over your hips. There you go, Mel. And then start to peel your right shoulder back. As you peel your right shoulder back, press your hand into the outside of your right thigh. Take your gaze past your shoulders so that your chest can open up more. As you drive your hips down and keep your hips rooted, extend through the crown of your head. And then release. Switch sides. So now your right leg is gonna go underneath, your left leg will come up on top, and you're gonna go back into that pretzel-y twist. So if you did it on the other side, roll forward to get both knees in one line, and then allow your hips to flop down. So now the left side hip is gonna feel a little bit more open. Walk your heels forward more and more. Keep your toes flexed. And as you plant your hands into the ground, extend through the crown of your head. Keep that length in your spine. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips. So this hip for me is super tight. I'm not going to be able to come down as much as I did on the other side. So take note of that if that resonates with you. The most important thing, besides keeping your hips grounded, is also keeping your spine long, because if you round your back, then you're not going to feel the intensity of that hip opener that I want you to feel. So like you did on the other side, once your hands press into the ground, you can start to bend your elbows to deepen that stretch. Yes, Carrie. Relax the tops of your shoulders. You got it, Mel. Drop your head down a little bit more. And then visualize your left hip inching closer to the mat. And just that visualization should help you open up your hip a little bit more. Release. Start to roll up. Once your shoulders stack over your hips, extend your left leg out. Your right knee stays bent. And then place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh. Your left hand goes behind you. Sit up tall first. And then as you exhale, twist. Turn your head to the left. Put more pressure on your left thigh with your right hand. Extend through the crown of your head. Flex your left toes back. Connect to your breath. Engage your core so that you're still generating heat within your body as we finish up our final few moments together. Release, untwist, and then roll all the way onto your back. As you roll onto your mat and sink your spine into the ground, bring your knees into your chest, cactus out your arms, press the backs of your hands into the ground. And then here you're just going to start rocking from side to side. It's a gentle lower back massage from here. You're going to straighten out your legs. Stack your ankles over your hips and then just point and flex as a way to open up the tops of your feet, open up your hammies, your calves. All right, when you're done with that, keep your toes pointed, squeeze your heels together, and then suck your stomach up and in. Your hands can be down both sides of your body, or if they're still cactus out, that's okay too. You're just gonna draw little circles here with your toes. Start off small and slow and feel your lower back, the small of your back, connect to the ground. It's a little bit of a lower back massage. It's a hip opener and also creating a nice little warm sensation in your lower back, a little bit of a massage too. Switch the direction now and then make your circles a little bit bigger. This is one of my faves when I have any lower back pain. So Dario, because I know you're on your feet a lot when you're working, this is a good one for you to end your days with. So when you get home at night, go into your legs up the wall and treat yourself to this little lower back massage. All right, we're done with that. Bend both of your knees, go into your happy baby. So as you bring your knees down to the ground, allow your ankles to stack over your knees and flex your toes. And you're using your arm strength. So really feel your biceps engage as you pull. Press the back of your neck into the ground. Bring your chin into your chest. And then again, feel that lower back connect to your mat. That lower back pressure is intensifying. Pull a little bit harder. And then release your left leg out to straight. Keep your right knee bent. You're in your half happy baby here. Guide your knee closer to the ground. Now that you're only working on one leg, your knee is going to come closer to the ground. Once that happens, hold it. And then go into your spine twist. Bring your right knee all the way to the left side of your mat. Turn and twist your spine. And turn your head so that your chin touches your right shoulder. Allow your left shoulder to drop. Guide your right knee closer to the ground with your left hand. Feel your left side neck open, your right side hip get super stretched out. And then release, roll onto your back, straighten out your right leg. Go into your half happy baby on the left side. Pull hard, devoting all of your energy to your left hip. If you want, you can place your right hand on your right hip just as a way to make sure that it is still grounded. Speaking of staying grounded, keep the back of your neck and the entire length of your spine pressing into the mat. Release into your supine twist. So bring your left knee all the way to the right side. Turn and twist your spine. Get your chin to touch your left shoulder. Guide your left knee closer to the ground with your right hand. So your left hip is opening. The right side of your neck is lengthening. Maybe you're going to walk your left fingertips farther away from your midline. Allow your chest to rise and fall with every round of breath. Twist a little bit deeper. Guide your knee closer to the mat. And then release. As you roll onto your back, lift your legs back up. You can stay here for legs up the wall, a static hold, or if plow is in your practice, you can go into that shape now, but just make sure that you are starting with your neck in line with your spine and your eyes are up towards the ceiling. If you don't want to go into plow, that's cool too. If you are going, you also have the option of placing your hands on your hips. So pick whichever option feels good to you, whatever resonates with what your body needs. If you're going into your plow, you want your hips to be in line with your shoulders, and you're going for the lengthening in your spine so that you can create space in between your vertebrae. If you are going into your plow, take a variation that is going to allow you to open up more. Deaf man's pose is always one of my favorites. Whenever you are ready, come out of it using your core strength. And just like that, you are ready for your final Savasana. So if there's anything that your body is craving right now, treat yourself to that one pose. You do have about 35 seconds to 45. Otherwise, you're going to go to your final resting space, which means complete relaxation, complete stillness in the shade. And before you completely settle onto your mat, take some time, just like you did at the beginning of class, to scan your body. So start from the top. Your mind is always, always active. Imagine that you have a switch. You have access to a switch that's going to allow you to just turn the noise down just for a couple of moments. Imagine yourself flicking that switch to the off position. You're not shutting off what your body is doing, but you are just, again, clearing the noise from your brain so that you can be completely present for yourself. And now that the lights are off, feel the back of your head connect to the ground, the back of your neck melt into your mat. And with your head fully rooted, the rest of your body will follow. So you've got that connection between your shoulders and the mat, your spine and the ground, your hips and the floor. And that's just one half of your body. While you're there, feel the muscles in that region of your body start to relax even more. So your body is heavy. It's becoming one with your mat. Imagine that you can be fastened onto your mat for just a couple more moments. You have no control over what's going to happen next, but you can breathe. Allow your exhales to take you to an even deeper space of relaxation. You've earned it. You worked really hard today. Do that same scanning for the rest of your body, allowing your hamstrings to connect to the ground, your heels to fully melt so that your toes can splay apart even more. Get any of those wiggles out of the way. And now wherever you are with your breath, just go ahead and sigh it out. Take a deep breath in. Open up your mouth, sigh it out. As you maintain that stillness and walk yourself through a couple more rounds of that same breathing pattern, notice how those exhales take you to an even deeper space of chill and relaxation. This is the best gift you can give yourself as you embark on the weekend, as you finish off the rest of your workday. Before we push up into our seat, just take a moment to say thank you to yourself for doing the hardest thing, which is laying complete stillness. Nice work, everyone. Bring movement back into your body. Rock your head from side to side, and then roll onto your favorite side into a fetal position for just a moment. And as you lay here and give thanks, take one more round of breath and allow your exhale to push yourself up. Face the top of your mat. Take as much time as you need. And Carrie and Dawn, if you want to stay in your Savasanas, I am not mad at that. But if you are in your seated shape, drop your shoulders away from your ears. And as you inhale, reach your arms up. Allow your palms to connect. And once that happens, take your thumbs all the way to your heart, bending your elbows slightly and bowing in just a little bit so that the back of your neck can open. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. Thank you so much for making me a part of your day. And thank you so much for being a part of mine. From the bottom of my grateful heart to all of yours, the light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you so much. TGIF. All right, here we go. Perfect. Happy Friday, friends. Thank you.
Thanks.
You had coffee today, huh?
I did.
Way too much coffee.
I was sloppy.
I was dying.
You were dying? Okay.
I was dying.
Me
It was
too.
good though.
Okay, good. It was a little bit
That
of
was good.
everything. We did some hard work, but we also did some good stretching.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that feedback. And now I'm going to have more coffee because I am taking again at 2:00.
Happy Friday, girl.
It
Happy
worked.
Friday,
Thank
friends.
you.
I'll see you guys soon.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.